Hi, I'm Dana. I've been making YouTube videos for 12 years. That's half of my life at this point. And I've been making YouTube videos consistently for around the last 3 months. When I made YouTube videos in the past, it was always just because I enjoy making videos. I like the setup, I like sitting down and chatting shit and doing a video. I enjoy the editing process. I like making videos. So I'd make them every now and again. But I had no purpose with them outside of I enjoy it. And when a video is basically pointless outside of I enjoyed making it, obviously people aren't going to watch it. And also not having any sort of niche or reason or point to making videos meant that it was really inconsistent. It was like once a year sometimes that I made a video. But it's because I've managed to find the point for me. I found the reason that I want to make videos. I found the subject matters that are important enough to me that I want to consistently make videos about those matters. And I'm now occasionally getting people actually watching my videos, which is really weird. Thank you for doing it. I've been getting messages and comments and stuff that are like, oh, I really enjoy your videos. I've been watching your videos. I'm like, you watch them? Really? You're watching this? It's very odd to me that people watch my videos outside of people from high school that still want to be shady. And obviously the important thing is still, to me, that I enjoy making these videos. The point will always be to me that I enjoy it. But it's important to me to be able to have a point to the videos in order to upload consistently and to feel proud of my content. So now that people are actually watching some of my videos, I just wanted to explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. It just feels important to me that I make just one video explaining the point of me making videos, and then I'm good on that front. I don't have to do this again. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you've probably noticed that I upload 2 types of videos. One's about autism or one's about fashion. So I'm going to break that down into why it's those 2 genres, I suppose, that I'm focusing on and what I want to achieve with each of them, basically. I have notes and everything, I'm taking this seriously. So I'm going to start off with why I make fashion videos. Skip ahead if you just want to hear about the autism ones. I know some people don't care about the fashion videos at all, and a lot of you are here from the Flare Karma one, so you just care about autism. That's cool. But I'm going to start with fashion. Now, the first point of me making fashion videos is that I really want to promote and show that it is possible to have an entirely thrifted / secondhand / sustainable wardrobe. We see so many hauls on YouTube, we see so many people wearing things once and then you don't see it again. And I don't like that. I don't think that's right. There's such a huge issue with fast fashion and the way that the fashion industry works. And as someone who adores fashion, I want to be able to get new pieces without feeling guilty. I want to be able to get pieces that I like enough to wear again and again and again. And I want to promote that to other people too, I'd like to think that someone can watch a few of my fashion videos and see me restyling some of the same pieces and perhaps do that with their own wardrobe rather than buying something new. And this is something that I do want to get a bit more in-depth on and educate a bit more about sustainable fashion and why thrifting's better. But I'm still learning myself, so I'm not ready to educate on that yet. I'm just trying to be sort of an example and show yo, you can figure it out with me. It's all cool. We're all trying our best. None of us are perfect. I'm definitely not perfect, but we can try, And outside of that, I also want to promote just dressing for how you want to dress. Because for years I was just in jeans and t-shirts because that's how people dress, isn't it? No, I don't want to dress like that. I felt really just boxed in and unable to express myself and unable to be myself. And I want to promote that you can dress however the fuck you want to dress. And if for you want to dress in jeans and t-shirts, then I applaud you. I think you're fantastic. And if you want to dress in wild mad shit with feathers on, I also applaud that, I just want to encourage people to dress the way they want to dress. And that's going to be very different from me sometimes. Maybe you do dress like me. Maybe you want to dress like me. Maybe you want to dress like someone completely different. But I think most people need a little bit of encouragement and a little bit of a prompt to dress how they actually want to dress, and I looked around, I didn't see anyone else doing it, so I thought I may as well do that. And alongside the obvious fast fashion / sustainable fashion stuff and encouraging people to be themselves, I also have quite a lot of vintage clothing. I find a lot of weird vintage stuff. It just happens to me. I think when you're interested in stuff and looking for it, it does just sort of come to you more because you see it. So that happens to me a lot. And I can't keep it all. That's just a fact. I do not have a big enough house to keep every vintage thing that I find. So I like to have a place where I can document it. You know, these things aren't going to be around forever. Once I get rid of them or sell them or pass them on, I don't know what's going to happen to them. They could be in a landfill 3 weeks later, you know? And that sucks. But I can at least document the item. I can at least be like, this existed and this was a thing. And, you know, whether that's clothing or hair curlers or whatever else, I just think it's important to preserve our past as much as we can. And if it can't be preserved, to at least document it. That's an important thing to me. Those videos are very much for me more than they are anyone else. But I just really enjoy that aspect of what the internet can do. It can document anything. It's going to be there pretty much forever, you know, more or less. And I also want to use fashion to promote body positivity. I've been talking about body positivity and trying to demonstrate body positivity personally with being positive about my own body and other people's bodies for years. I've mentioned multiple times on this channel that I used to be like a size 22 to 24, and I was just as much about body positivity at that size as I am now. I don't think you should need to lose weight. I did it unintentionally. And I want to show that like bodies are beautiful if you've got loose skin, if you're big, if you're small, if you're anything. You're great as you are. You should learn to just love yourself. And that's why I try to be honest about like insecurities and like the loose skin on my arms being a major one that I've mentioned. I think it's important to share insecurities and just be like, I'm learning to love it. I think it looks nice when other people have it, or, you know, half the time I don't even notice when other people have a thing about their body that they're insecure about. So I'm trying to just get the ball rolling on that. We're all fab, we're all fine, you know? Because so much of body positivity is loving yourself. And I don't love the way my body looks, but I'm accepting it. I can appreciate my body for what it is. And I should be able to wear the clothes that I want to fucking wear without being like, oh, but my arms are out and people are gonna see me. Yeah, people are gonna see me. I don't think it should matter anymore. And that's where it starts to tie a little bit into the autism as well. Because I very much want to put across the idea of like autism can look like anything. You know, so many times when I've told people I'm autistic, I've had word for word the response of, but you don't look autistic. What do you want, buddy? Like, that's my main reaction. But it's a case of, you know, if more and more people make videos that aren't just focusing on autism, then you get to see that autistic people are whole, rounded, entire people. You know, my only interest is not autism. The only thing that's important to me and important about me as a person is not autism. It's a big part of who I am. It's a big part of what I want to educate on and talk about. But autism can be anyone. Any of us can be autistic and still be interested in a wide array of different things. And I want to show that just because I'm autistic doesn't mean that I'm boxed in any way. I'm in no way pigeonholed into having to like certain things or having to look a certain way or act a certain way. You know, my autistic traits are there whether I want them to be or not. I don't need to be like dressing more autistic or trying to look more autistic when I just am autistic. And I just want to show that. I just want to show like you can be anything you want to be and still be autistic. Okay. And alongside that, I think it's really important to advocate for myself and for people who are like me, and to advocate from my own experiences, because I spent so long both before diagnosis and after diagnosis looking for people like me. I watched so many autistic YouTubers and so many autistic people on Twitter and on Instagram and on TikTok, and they're great. There's so many great autistic people out there making content. And this absolutely isn't me shitting on them in any way, but I just didn't find anyone that I really related to. And it's been a long time since I found people I relate to strongly online. And that got me sort of thinking like, well, if I'm not relating to people, then there's probably a bunch of people out there that are just like me that also aren't finding anyone to relate to. And, you know, I'm not one to like be the leader or be a spokesperson in any way. But I can be that person, you know? If there's other people like me looking for someone like me, why am I not being the person? There's so many different communities online, and even within the autistic community online, there's so many like subcategories, and I don't know how to like access them. I don't know how to make friends. I don't know how to access a community or be a part of a community in that way. So I'm kind of trying to make my own. I don't want it to be my community. I want it to be a community that I'm part of. And from some of the messages that I've gotten on Instagram and some of the comments that I've gotten here, I do feel like that's slowly beginning to happen. I feel like I am finding like-minded people. that I can relate to and that can relate to me. And it's really, really nice. And that's one of the main reasons I've been doing this. It's one of the main things that keeps me going and motivates me to create content regularly, is that I'm finding more and more people that I can relate to and that I can see myself in and form a bond with and have a community with. And that's really important to me, and it's really nice. And from the messages that I've gotten and the conversations that I've had with some of you, that's what a lot of you are looking for as well. So, you know, we all here, it's working. But yeah, just a lot of the autistic YouTubers that are out there, especially females, a lot of them are very, I don't know the word, because there's nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly nice girls that are making really good content, but there's something lacking there for me to be able to relate to them. And I just figured that there must be a bunch of us like that. So we can all gather here. It's just going to be a good time. That's my hope. You know, it's so important to be able to see ourselves somewhere out in the world, whether that's in movies or TV shows or on YouTube. It's just, I think it's really important to be able to see like reflections of ourselves and people with similarities to us. And I haven't been seeing that for myself. So I'm hoping that some people, I can be that for them. And I know that I've definitely found some people through doing this, that they're that for me. I can see myself in them, and it's really nice to find people that have similarities with me while still being vastly different and really interesting people. And that's one of the main things that I wanted from this, and luckily it's one of the main things I'm getting so far. And finally, I've only had my autism diagnosis a few years. I went, you know, like 21, 22 years of my life without knowing I was autistic. And I'm still doing a lot of learning about autism. I'm still learning a lot about myself as an autistic person. Like, I've really recently realised that some of the stuff that I do is stimming, and I've done it like my entire life, and I thought just everyone did, and they don't. So I'm totally still learning myself. And making these videos has helped me to reflect a lot, and it's also helped me to hear other people's experiences, and it's made me feel a lot more in touch with myself. And especially being able to watch myself back when I'm editing, I didn't expect to like that, but that's really changed how I view myself as a person and how I view my body from doing the fashion videos. And it's been really great for me. Like, I know this is super narcissistic and whatever, but it's just, I have so many doubts about myself and the way that I speak and my accent, the way that I am as a person, the way I present myself, how I've always perceived myself as a very awkward, sort of mousy person. And when watching my videos while editing them, that's not what I see. And it's given me a bit of extra self-confidence. Like, I kind of think that I am more the person that I wanted to be than I thought I was. And I think that it's helping me to more so become that person as well. And, you know, I am a lot more animated and lively in videos than I am in real life. I won't lie about that, because if I sat here with a blank facial expression and a quiet voice, would you want to watch it? So I do bring a bit of extra like comedy and animation to myself for videos. But this is the most authentic I've ever represented myself in real life, online, anywhere. This is the most true, genuine, authentic version of myself I've ever put out into the world. And it's been terrifying at times. And yet people seem to like this me. They seem to like me. I was going to say this version of myself, but this is just me. And not only do other people seem to like me, but I think that it's kind of shown me that I quite like me. Hi, Ringo. You know, I've had years and years and years and years of crap and self-doubt and anxiety and depression and so on and so forth. So I'm not saying like I've been cured because I've made a handful of YouTube videos at all. But it's definitely triggered some sort of change in how I view myself. And it's been a very, very good one. So, for the like too long didn't read, the point of my YouTube channel is to promote sustainable fashion, re-wearing items you already own and feeling good about how you dress and how you present yourself and who you are. You should feel good about that stuff. And also to educate about autism, advocate in my own experiences, relate to other people, both on the spectrum and off of it, and learn who I am, figure myself out, get to grips with who Dana is, I suppose. Thank you very, very much for watching, as always. Like I say, I do feel like we're getting like a sort of little community going on, I've been really enjoying getting messages and comments and the like, so please, if you're that way inclined, please do comment, make some sort of discussion, continue a discussion I've begun in the video. I don't know, I just like talking to you all, and it blows my mind that people watch my videos. It's really odd, it's really weird, but thank you. If you have any videos that you want to see from me, like if you have any topics that you want to hear me talk about or anything, please do leave them below, because I've got a bunch of stuff I want to talk about just like for myself, but I do also want to cater it to a degree for what you guys want to see. You know, if there's going to be people watching, I may as well make some stuff that you're going to actually like and not just do it all for me. So please do comment, like and subscribe if you want to see more, because there's going to be more. And yeah, I'm gonna sign off here. I think I've said everything I wanted to. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Bye.